afternoon, all. Thank you for joining, and welcome to our last showcase of this year and the soil archiving domain. I will pass the floor to Dr. Omnia. She's the leader of the subgroup to introduce the speaker and the agenda of today's showcase. Over
Okay.
to you, Dr. Omnia. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kuro. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We will have Dr. Jordan Nii Otu Narteh, graduate trainee at CSIR-Soil Research Institute. The Soil Research Institute, we will talk about the Soil Research Institute Museum, a service as a unique hub for education, conservation, and research on Ghana's the diverse soil resources. This presentation will highlight the museum's vital role in preserving soil heritage, showcasing the rich variety of soil types displayed and their significance for agriculture through visuals and first-hand experiences. The session will demonstrate how the museum bridges science and society, making soil knowledge accessible to students, researchers, and the general public. After that, after the presentation, we will take your questions about it. It will be for 20 minutes almost, and we will very happy to join Dr. Jordan, and the floor with you, Dr. Jordan.
Hello. Okay, so greetings to you all. It's a real honor to be presenting before all of you. I'm really excited today. So my name is Jordan Nii Otu Narteh. Unfortunately, I'm not yet a PhD holder. Unfortunately, I'm not yet a PhD holder, although I aspire to be one of you very soon. Alexander Usuansa. But he's on an equally important official errand, so he couldn't make it today. We are going to present the role of Soil Research Institute Museum. And then we are both from the Soil Genesis Survey and Classification Division of Soil Research Institute. From now, I'll refer to the division as just Soil Genesis if it's okay with you. Okay, so in our museum, the first thing you see when you enter is this when we say the soil comes first. It's the basis, the foundation of farming. Without it, nothing. With poor soil, poor farming, poor living. With good soil, good farming and living. An understanding of self, an understanding of good farming begins with an understanding of the soil. As soil scientists here, I believe most of you would agree with me with these statements. Now, on to the Soil Museum. Our Soil Museum was established in the 1990s. There's no official record for the actual date of establishment, but upon inquiries with retired staff members during the 1990s, they informed us that there was a national soil survey project, tasked by the government of Ghana, which allowed them to go the length and breadth of the country to take soil samples for classification and to conduct various research works on all the soils in Ghana. And with this, they were able to bring some soils back to the institute, which allowed them to archive them in a certain room within the institute. They had one vision for later on establishing this museum, which is to archive the variations of soils in the country and also to serve as an educational hub in Ghana. Personally, this soil museum has really helped me because I have a geography and rural background. I have no soil science, no soil science background or whatsoever. But then coming to this institute and having the soil museum, current staff members of the division, the soil genesis division, took me around the museum after how do I say, after feel the soils, feel the soils textures, understand the different colors and every intricacies involved in uh, classifying soils. And that really has helped me come as far as I am right now. So in the previous slide, there was a mention of the 7 agroecological zones. There are 35 recognized soil basins in Ghana. This was the end result of the National Soil Survey, which was undertaken in the 1990s. They divided the country into 35 soil basins: forest, coastal savanna, forest savanna transitional zone, the Guinea savanna, and then Sudan savanna agroecological zones. And then moving on, inside the museum, one of the first things you see right under the soil comes first quote is the parent materials. We know that soils come soils are formed as a result of one of the parent materials. Hello.
Yes, please, Dr. Jordan, continue.
Okay. So I was talking about the parent material, an essential soil formation factor. We have in our museum displays of samples of rocks that can be found in Ghana. And we've classified them like metamorphic rocks, sedimentary rocks, igneous rocks, different types of rocks found in Ghana, which also play a part in the formation of the various soils we find in Ghana. Please, am I clear enough?
Yes, we do hear you.
Dr. Kro, please. Okay. Please, can you go to the next slide?
Oh, it's so weird that it doesn't move. Yeah.
Okay, so I've talked about the 35 soil basins, which was derived from the 35 soil basins, which was derived from the earlier National Soil Survey projects. So these are the basis of the various soil names we have in Ghana, the various soil types we have in Ghana actually. Please on to the next slide. Okay. In 2,000 soil samples across Ghana, over 2,000 soil samples archived in our museum. And as you are seeing there, their labels, the labels are recorded from transect line numbers and then soil series and land use types. Rates. Real series refers to the local name, the local classification name given to that particular soil type. And once again, personally, it helps knowing the local names helps me to appreciate the soil even more. And then now, our soil museum also serves as an educational hub, as I mentioned earlier. These two videos you see on the screen are from the left. The one on the left is from a secondary school which came for a tour, and then the one on the right is university students who came for a tour inside the museum. So these are some of the programs and activities we have in the museum. Hello.
Yeah, we move.
Yes, please.
Mm-hmm. Now we are in multimedia.
Yes, please. Okay, so these are some. On the left side, we have, and as well as mini monoliths. We also show mini monoliths in the museum. With this, people can, students or come to appreciate the soils in Ghana, can have a feel of the various types of soils. And on the right side, the far right side, we have some maps, a map of the Accra Plains, which is on the coastal savannah region. So it shows some soils of that area. Soils, physical soils in the area too. Yeah, and these are also the next.
Hello?
The next slide, please.
Yeah, we
Yes.
are in the next slide. Yeah.
Okay. So this in the museum, according to the agroecological zones I mentioned earlier, you can see the interior savanna zone, the coastal savanna, semi-deciduous rainforest. So they are categorized under the 7 agroecological zones, and that helps everyone able to appreciate where the soils are coming from and what the soils do. Now also we have soil monoliths on display. These are some soil monoliths that these were taken recently, not part of the 1990s, not part of the 1990s initiative. So, next slide, please.
Yeah, we are in the next.
Yes, these are also some monoliths I decided to show over here to give an idea of how varied the soils are in Ghana. And also now why soil museums matter. So the soil museums educate the public, and particularly young students, about the importance of soil by showcasing soil diversity. We receive students from various secondary schools and universities, and then we're able to educate them. We're able to educate them about why the soil comes first. We're able to also educate them uh, about how important soils are for good farming practices. Why we should And then, okay, so now these are the challenges. The challenges currently facing the museum. The samples archived in the museum from the 1990s were not georeferenced, and also they had no chemical attributes. It's difficult to tag which locations, which specific locations in Ghana that the soils came from, and then not knowing the previous chemical status of the soils, uh, understand changes currently, understand changes in the soils, and also in the division, we currently don't have skilled personnel for maintenance of the museum, which is a very big challenge because not everyone has the capacity to manage a museum, much more a soil museum, which has all these monoliths. The monoliths were in good condition at first, but then over time they crack, they lose structure, they change color. So there's the need for a skilled personnel for maintenance. Limited revenue streams because of because collecting, preparing, and transporting soil samples is capital intensive. So collecting more soils for archiving has kind of been reduced. We don't actually stock more now. And then, yeah, thank you very much for listening.
Thank you very much, Jordan, for the nice presentation. Can we open the floor for questions or any clarification or comments? Please feel free to unmute yourself. Otherwise, you can put it in the chat. But thank you very much. It was really informative. I see Stefan. Hi, Stefan. You are muted. Sorry.
Yes, hello. Good
Hello.
afternoon. I have a question actually. Can I pose the question?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yeah, I was just looking up about the history because ISRIC also sampled soil monoliths in Ghana together with the local partners. Dr. Asiama was one of them, 1973. And in the 1980s, there was a training of ISRIC in Ghana to develop soil monoliths. And at that time, they were already thinking about starting a museum, but it took, and the monoliths were divided over different institutes. So I'm happy to see that in 1990 they succeeded in making an exposition and museum. But my question to the presenter is, so you have a lot of samples, and one of the things, the challenges you indicate is there's no revenue of the services you provide through the museum and the collection. Do you see opportunity for that? Because you said that the samples are not georeferenced. Are they used for research? And so do you see opportunities for making the samples available for research and maybe charging for that? And also to schools or other visitors in the museum to find a way to get support or otherwise to the government? That's my question.
Thank you. Jordan?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Mantel. So talking about the revenue challenges, I know that proposals have been written to the government. Proposals have been written to the government for updates to understand changes over time. To understand changes over time, so that we can also bring some of the soils as the predecessors did. Can also bring some of the soils and stock up the museum even more. So I know proposals have been written out, but then I do not external management committee, so I cannot talk on whether it has been approved yet or not.
Yeah, I must say that I appreciate a lot that the work that you're doing, because it's not easy to maintain a collection and to have all the expertise to make it available and to show it well and to maintain it. But yeah, I hope you can keep going. By the way, we are developing a global soil museum network, and the idea of that network is that we can share methodologies, share experiences, and also as a way to support the museums in the world to each other. So hopefully Ghana can also join this museum network, which is free of charge, but it will be mostly a platform for collaboration and exchange.
And
Okay,
Stefan,
please.
what is the process for joining the network?
For the moment, we have not so many activities. We are developing that. For the moment, I will send a link to Dr. Jordan soon when we have when you fill a form where you give the information of the location and who is, etc. And then in principle you subscribe, and then we inform you of the activities of the network. So it's just
Okay.
subscription. That's all.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And that's not ready yet, right?
It is ready, but we're changing the form because we had a Google form and we are now changing to another
Ah,
form.
yeah, yeah.
So
Not,
when that is ready, then we will send a link.
yeah, thank you very much. Thanks a lot, Stefan. Maybe we can share in the community group. So, because I know that there are also people from Kenya, they also have a museum. And I am guessing that people from Nigeria also interested, because when I was there last week, I showed them the museum virtual tour for the museum, and I showed them all the monologue, 27 monologues we have for Nigeria. So the minister was really excited about the work we did there. And it was Dr. Gabriel. I don't know if you know him. He was the one who collected the monologue for ISRIC. Yeah,
Also in the 1980s or something in Nigeria,
it was in
ISRIC.
1980 something. And he
Yes.
said he did it when he was a PhD student for his
Ah,
supervisor. I don't know his name, but he was the one who in a direct contact with ISRIC. And
nice.
that's how they shipped it to ISRIC also.
Yeah, from the ISRIC
So
side, it was Dr. van Baarden. He was at that
I
time.
think, yeah, yeah. So maybe it's nice to post it there in case if they also interested in setting up one, and or they have one and then they can join. Thank you very much, Stefan. Really appreciate. I believe we have questions in the chat. Oh, yes, Dr. Omnia, please.
Thank you, Dr. Kru, and thank you, Dr. Jordan. It's very, very great, this presentation. It's very exciting. To ask about, you have presented about the type of soil you collected, about 2,000 samples in your museum. So my question is it cover all of the regions in Ghana, or it's specific areas?
7 agroecological zones. Within every region, some regions fall within 2 agroecological zones, all right. So according to information I know, they made sure to cover soils from all regions in Ghana.
Okay, it's very great. Thank you,
Yeah.
Dr. Jordan.
Thank you very much. And we have one question in the chat from Nimat Hamid. He says, what do you use for making profiles?
For making profiles or profile monoliths, can it be specific?
Yeah, that's the only thing he wrote there. Maybe we ask him to unmute himself. Dr. Nimat, would you like to unmute yourself and clarify the question a bit, please? Or you can just post it in the chat. Uh, Can you, Dr. Jordan, can you please give us like some? Oh yeah, he say archive for archive.
Okay, so the monolith.
Yeah.
Um, unfortunately, um, unfortunately, I cannot give how do I say? I cannot give specific descriptions because I'm still an
Yeah,
amateur in this. But
can I help?
I see my I see my supervisor here. Maybe he can talk on that for me.
Oh yeah, Alex.
Hello.
Hello, Alex.
Bro,
Thanks
good,
for
good, good.
joining.
Yeah, we are in a meeting, so I
I
just
know you are
moved
in the
directly.
training.
Yeah,
Yes, thank you for joining. Yeah.
thank you. Okay, we preserve these profiles.
Mhm.
There is a protocol which we had from ISRIC that we use in preparing these soil profiles so that they can stay for studies for a very long time. So we use adhesion and other materials to preserve them so that they can be used for exhibition and training. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Yes, Professor Vincent.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm also at the same minute to Eric. I also just have to question. Well, my question, now that we are building a community of practice in Africa, I hope, are you hearing me well?
It's not very well, but for me,
Yeah,
I can
okay.
follow. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
better
now
now.
that mine is, can we also begin to look at, like you were in Nigeria last week, you saw the energy and the drive. Now, can we also begin to think of having a uniform protocol? Like I know that Nigeria now is so, the minister is interested in also having a monolith in Abuja. So if we need, from the soil survey perspective, we need to.
You are breaking, Professor Vincent. We lost you.
Lost me, and I can hear you loud and clear. Okay.
Hello?
Hello,
So
I'm
you,
hearing you.
yes, I hear you now. Can you come again,
Yes,
please? You were
yes,
looking
I think
for a uniform
yes,
procedure.
yes.
Yeah.
Now that we're having buy-in of our political leaders and policymakers at the highest level, it'd also be nice to have a uniform protocol across the continent. Maybe ISRIC should begin to think along that line. It need to be customized to each country. And
Yeah.
it can be an idea that can be sold to African Union and to facilitate for the continent.
Oh, I think we lost him. No, okay. Okay, so you are looking for a procedure from ISRIC to use on a continental level. What do you think, Stefan? I pass this to you. I know we do have it, but the floor is yours.
Can you repeat the question for me? Because I only heard it
He
fragment by fragment.
Yeah, true. So he was saying that as long as they have a buy-in from the political in Nigeria, also after they saw also the monolith we did together, they are interested to start doing the profile and the monolith also in Abuja. And then
Ah,
he is proposing maybe it's a good idea that ISRIC can share a standardized method for doing that, so the continental on a continental level. So any country who has a capacity and resources to do it, we can do it on standardized way.
yes, that's a good
Yeah.
remark. We have a manual for collecting and preserving soil profiles from quite a while ago, but we are updating that, and we have changed our method for making monoliths. The binding agent for gluing the soil to make it sustainable and be able to show it on the wall, we nitrocellulose lacquer in the past, also the profiles from Ghana that we have, at least the earlier ones, but we changed to wood glue, PVA, which is freely available, cheap, and also safe to use. And we will adapt the manual so that we can share that. We will share that online, available for everyone. And we had a long-term program where we also gave trainings in collection and preservation of monoliths. We hope to revive that, but it also depends on the funding base. We did have a funding base in the Netherlands for 1 decade, but yeah, that is now on a one-to-one basis. Yeah, well, and we need to look for other one-to-one possibilities. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the document that we update will be available on resource libraries, Stefan?
It's for the resource library. Yes.
Yeah, okay. And Professor Vincent, you are aware of the online resource, open access resource library that we also offer at ISRIC as part of this program in strong connection with the CoP. So once it is finalized by the team and we upload it on the resource library, I will share the link on the CoP so you can all access it. Thank you, Stefan. Thank you very much. I think we have another question in the chat. Dr. Emmanuel, I'm interested in the training on soil archiving. Yeah, but as mentioned by Stefan, Dr. Emmanuel, the training that used to be funded on Netherlands side is no longer available, but we can provide training if there is a funding availability within different project or by the government. So if the government requests for that, they can fund a workshop. We can make that available. Correct, Stefan? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much for the question, and good afternoon to you, Dr. Emmanuel. Okay. Yeah, the manual, it will be soon available. We have a team that are working on this educational document. They joined ISRIC recently, so you probably will see a lot of nice documentation and the soil archiving and collection management and also museum management will be available on the resource library, and I will share immediately with you. Any other questions? Okay, okay. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, Stefan. Yeah. Thank you all for joining today. Thank you, Dr. Omnia and Dr. Jordan, also for arranging this and preparing for this showcase. It was really nice to see the collection and the museum in Ghana. We look forward to have them in the global museum network. We will share that link also with you, and we also look forward to have more museum across Africa. Thank you very much for joining once again.